Hello everyone, welcome to The Slice, a podcast that's focused on elevating the world of Africans globally and is brought to you by Kevo. My name is Toby David and I'm here with
PC from Kevo
and
Onyinye.
Hi guys, thank you for joining me today. Jam is not on today's episode, but on subsequent episodes he will be there. So today I will be hosting BC as well as Onyinye. So what is our topic today? So as you can see, we have two amazing women on the podcast today, and today we'll be talking about our relationships with money gender-wise. What is your relationship with money as a guy? What is your relationship with money as a girl? Or does it even matter, or does it not matter at all? So the first question I'd like to ask you guys is that what is your relationship with money as a female? So there have been stats over years, over decades, and currently in developed countries, women account for 85% of consumer spending, and is a big reason why big corporations that rely on sales make sure and do everything they can to not annoy women, because the moment they annoy women, they know that there's no money coming their way. So what do you guys think? What's your relationship with money? BC, let's hear what you think.
I think I have to my knowledge, a healthy relationship with money. Okay. So that means that I try not to go overboard with, I don't have money, and I don't do the thing where whatever it takes for money, I'm going to get this money. No. If I don't have, on God, then I also don't say, I don't have, and I don't try to have at all. So I do this thing where I try to see, maybe my spending has gotten higher, and I'm like, go, you have to increase your streams of income.
Does that mean that you track your spending a lot?
Yes. So there was a time that I noticed that it was mid of the month. Hey, my account was already red. So I use an app that allows me to download my income statement. Okay. So I downloaded it and I saw that both food. I'm like, wow, baby girl. So I think that helps me know, do you know what? If you need to enter boss, please enter boss. Okay. And I was also aware that both had increased their fares. Yes. So I had to cut down on it. So I watch it when I notice that mid of the month, first week, I'm already shouting God, I beg. So I think I have a very healthy relationship with money.
Okay. Thank you very much, BC. Over to you, Onye.
Let me not lie. Let me not lie. I think sometimes when you're kind of spoiled, maybe spoiled in a way when you know that your parents always got you. Okay. You tend to be a bit careless. So I'm a bit sensible, but I'm also a bit careless. Once in a while I can say, let me track. And then when I start tracking,
I like this.
When I start tracking, I'll be like, okay, this makes sense. We can change things. But then when I'm in a good place, when I'm in my motivational space, the aspire to prosper space, at the beginning of, at the end of the month, before the next month, be like, okay, I'm going to do this is the way I'm going to budget it. As my mood flows. But one thing about me is usually as my mood flows, I can plan to budget, I can plan this the way I'm going to spend my money, but one thing about me is that I don't like stress. I like a comfortable lifestyle. I really, really like it. So
You want to be a mechanic. You want to be a mechanic.
So once I realized that, something like taking public transport now, normally I'm supposed to be doing that as often as I should, but I'll just try once. But once I get very tired,
with your app.
Exactly. And I'll order a ride. See, I'll be like, okay, I'm going to cook throughout this week. Let's manage, let's buy things, let's keep up with things. Once I feel sleepy and I don't want to move, that's the end, though. That's the end.
She has a nice relationship.
I think most of the focus for her is on comfort. On my own end, I think for me, my relationship with money has changed a lot this year. Previously, I'm this kind of person where if I want something, I'm getting it. Even if I have to empty my account, it's very stupid. I don't advise you to do this, especially if you have no safety net. So if I want to get something, I will empty my account and get it, and I will be so Gary. I'll just day my day and not buy anything again because I just have that thing. So over time, it has changed to a place where I've been tracking. Because currently I track every single naira that goes out of my account. So like my account, my cash, I know how much is in my cash, I know how much is in my account and all that. So
let me ask.
Okay.
Is it because you are now earning? So as Onye said, some like apparent quota.
Yeah.
So did the change for you move from I now got myself because I'm now working, or it was just like an adult thing?
I think most of the change came from understanding that this thing you're doing is not sustainable. You can't continue doing your life that any small thing that happens, any small thing you want, you just get.
So
and then,
sense entered.
yes, it's not
So you're
sustainable.
responsible.
So that's where it just came from. Just like this is not sustainable. So my question to you is, because I don't know what it is to be a woman. I mean, there's a lot of changing surgeries, and shout out to everybody doing that. But what do you guys spend money on? Like, does that have does the bulk of your money have to do with like gender related stuff, or it's just general things? So what do you spend your money on? If there was like, if someone could look at like your balance sheet, what would they see? So PC.
Well, being a woman, there are some monthly expenses that are naturally stamped. So having to buy period cares, that is stamped. Also making your hair, being a woman. So there's a thing where if you are not like, if you have not made your hair, your face is not popping. You get? And because of that, you can't hide when you're sad, you can't hide it.
So you're saying that how you look has a direct effect on how you feel about yourself?
Yes.
Like
yes.
Okay.
So there are certain things that already go. Like for example, maybe I'm not making my hair because first of all I'm tired. I don't really want to make my hair. I don't want to sit down.
Okay.
But at the same time, it's hot and I don't want to wear a wig. And I just like pack my natural hair. I get a lot of, why do you look tired? I'm like, I'm not tired. I'm going to make my hair. So that comes like that. And now the type of your hair also matters.
Okay.
So
what's like the average cost of doing hair?
Depending on the salon.
I know it depends.
So
especially in a place like Lagos.
Yeah.
You have the
so let's
high
say,
mighty,
to be fair, let's say 10K.
if you're
actually,
making, and
monthly.
what's the duration?
3 weeks,
I don't
one
agree.
month.
I don't agree.
Yeah, Bola. So no, for your hair.
Okay.
No, but at least whatever you want.
That's what I'm saying.
10K at least. You can try 10K or 15K. But me, personally, I personally don't try to you a baller. People like us won't be like you. But I personally just 10K, right? Okay. Then recently I started to do skincare. Hey, let my money meet me fresh.
Do you think it's something that generally women do a lot now?
I think as you grow older as a woman, you get conscious of your body, your appearance. You want to be a soft girl now.
Yes.
Come on.
Okay.
So I think that happens. Skincare is another billing.
Another level.
There's this feeling that, oh my god, my cream is finishing. So that like, oh my god, my cream, like this is finishing. So that has now added to. So when I was younger, it was just, let's say, the period monthly care. Now it's now hair care. Now it's now skincare. Do you get? So that happens.
Don't forget manicure and pedicure.
Yeah.
Not for me,
generally.
So but that can sometimes cannot be necessarily done. Like now, both of us are not on nails. We're just wearing our natural nails. So that can sometimes be excused. But if you want to add everything, let's say you're spending, and in terms of baller you are. So that's like 50K, 25K.
Just on you, like personal.
I'm hot now. Like it's supposed to be me now. But sometimes I'm like, I don't know if you have seen this reel that said, show something that you're spending money on that takes all your money, man. It is like me, like me in the mirror. So to be honest, and this is not to say friends' birthdays are coming, just you. So I think monthly. So let's say 20k to 50k on you. And funny thing is, and it can be annoying, those things are very small. Skincare stuffs are very small.
I think it goes to the understanding that businesses know that women spend a lot, so they know you need this skincare, so they will make it smaller. Because you can't say, oh, I don't do. Do you understand what I'm saying? You still go ahead and buy it.
And funny thing is, as you go bigger, you start using different products, start upgrading the product,
And the more you upgrade, the more expensive the product is.
and the more smaller it is. Like smaller.
So it's smaller, it is more expensive, and it becomes more routine.
Or it becomes.
And there's a required amount you are meant to use. So you can't even say, let me just use pea size.
Except you're just wasting it.
Exactly.
Yes,
It won't work on your
yes.
skin. Like now, if it's sunscreen, they'll tell you, some people tell you 2 fingers red, some people tell you 3 fingers.
I think you were telling me 3. She was telling me 3 finger rule, something like that.
Use it.
Okay.
It just finished. Now
Wow.
I forgot to add makeup.
Ah.
If you're a makeup person, I think I gave up. No, makeups too are very expensive, right? Very expensive. Like good makeups that won't make you react.
Yes.
And the funny thing is, a popping skin means a popping makeup.
Okay.
So if your skin is cleared and fresh, your makeup will most likely pop. That's
So
natural.
It's a concurrent. They go together.
So let me just end it 20k, 50k on you.
Just you.
Yes, now.
Wow.
And you, what's your
What do you spend? What do you spend on?
It's not as bad as you guys think. It's not as bad.
But you're still a baller.
I'm not a baller,
Are you a
actually.
mechanic? Where's the spanner? Where's the spanner?
So I'm not a baller. I just think these things are necessities.
Okay. That's baller lifestyle.
So okay, let me explain it this way now. Okay. So let's say there was a time I started doing like manicure and pedicure. It was just this kind of thing, like going in and realizing that, oh yeah, ladies your age are doing this. They're keeping themselves fresh. They're keeping themselves clean. The kind of women I liked when I looked at TikTok, when I looked at social media, they carry the way they looked so classy. And I was like, oh, this is the way I want people to view me. This is the way I want to look. So there's this kind of, I wouldn't say it's exactly a competition or comparison. They're just like an inspiration when you see other women and how you want yourself to be, and you just want to emulate all of that. So there was a time I every month I was doing pedicure until like I just go, okay, yes, anytime I fix my nails it breaks, so and my nails are naturally beautiful, so I was just like, okay, that's fine, I can leave my nails. But depth, hair is always normal. You always have to spend on hair. But
what's the average duration for like, I don't know.
Okay, it depends on the hairstyle for me. So for me, if it's something like crochet, if it's something like big twist that I use Brazilian wool, I can use 4 to 6 weeks.
Okay.
If it's long braids, yes, 4 to 6 weeks, definitely.
So how much do you spend on your hair?
Monthly, it can actually be 10k. It can actually be 10k depending on what I use to make the hair.
And attachments now are now. Let's not even talk
Attachments are
about big price.
so the hair on my hair right now. So this is like birthday hair, but the hair on my head right now, I was like, okay, I want this wavy coily thing at the end that ladies are doing. I really like it. It will look really nice on my birthday. So I sent like the hairdresser to get the stuff, and then she comes back and she's like, I spent 6-8. I was like, 6-8 on. Because I know that attachment might only have stopped at 2k. Do you get 6?
Wait, don't say 6. Mention it.
Okay, so 6,800 naira,
Okay.
basically. So it was just basically to buy 2. Not 68k, 6-8. It's just basically to buy the attachment. So one was 3-4, and I was surprised. But then I just remember that, okay, it was big, it was long, it was already like peaked, it was already curled. So I was just like, let me just close my eyes and believe that it's because they did part of the work already. Let me just close my eyes. So, and then if you, depending on the kind of hairstyle you do, if you do knotless braids, it's more expensive. But knotless braids look better. If you do longer hairstyles, it's more expensive.
So really, your whole persona as a woman is billing. Like, it's just more.
Yes!
I forgot to
Just
add
billing.
smell.
Oh my days! You can't play with your smells.
No, you can't.
You can't.
And recently,
Okay, so now for people that for guys like me who are confused, let's just break it down. So you have skincare,
Yes.
you have hair care, you have makeup,
And don't forget
you have
normal
mani-
self-care.
mani pedi.
Yeah.
You have pedi, mani pedi. you have perfume, smell care.
Yeah, and there's like period care.
Okay, so and there's that one is gone.
Yes.
That one is gone. Right?
No,
And when-
everything are constant with this.
It's period care.
And don't forget when you're in your period,
So
you're
6
always thinking of
categories.
self-care. You're always thinking, this is the time to spoil myself. You need sugar. Like, the self-care package for your period has to be genge. It has to be genge. It's like, it's always the point where you spend money. You just be like, see, I'm tired. I need ice cream. I need sugar.
Because
I need
you
a
get
soft...
certain cravings.
Yes.
You get certain cravings.
Let me ask you
Why
from
did
a
you-
non
Woman
XY chromosome perspective, because I'm the only guy right now in this podcast. So my question is, why does it have to happen? It's like the cravings. Is it biological or it's feelings?
It's hormones.
Yes,
Hormones,
yes,
right?
it's part of your hormones. You're feeling down, you're feeling more tired, you're craving more sugar. That's just it, basically.
That's just so.
Yes, your
basically
iron
biology.
levels are low, and you just feel sadder during that period. You're looking for things. So when you're sadder, you just feel like being taken care of. You want to relax. You want to be taken care of. You want ice cream. You want to
And for
chill.
some women, it's worse. Some women have to go to the hospitals. Do you
Yeah.
get? So they won't. It means that every month for their period care, I won't spend as much as they do because I don't go to the hospital. So they have doctor's appointments. It's really, to be honest, let's not.
So that's 6 categories of spending each month.
Don't forget, self-care is something.
Which one? What's the someone the self care? What does self care entail?
I don't do soft. Onye is a baller.
Yes,
I don't
you're a
always
baller.
do But
No,
to
what
be
is
honest-
self? No, what is?
No,
you
maybe taking yourself to the movies alone. Going to buy ice cream.
Ice cream.
Just
I don't-
casual
okay.
stuff like swimming, like
You want to buy a new dress. You're like, do you know what? I want a new dress.
just because of how I'm feeling. Like we don't, not for necessity, just because of I want to feel so much better. That's all. The
For
end.
someone like me now, I'm a jewelry person.
Okay.
So I had this craving of I want something new. There is that. But not that sometimes I don't say, baby girl, no. Your account says no to this, so no to this. So let's say if what's come to worse, be like budgeting, or let's say to now be 4 major things. That's your monthly care, period care, your pet smell, then your hair.
And meal preps.
Yes. I don't do milk. Onye is a baller.
She's a baller.
After this
Just-
after this podcast, Onye is a baller.
just to announce, currently she's not holding a spanner, so he's really a baller. Anyways, thank you guys for breaking that down. Me as a guy, what do I spend money on? Now that you guys are spending, I feel like I don't spend money on anything. I think if you are breaking it down,
Monthly.
if you are breaking down 2 categories, apart from the normal utilities, stuff like internet, that one is constant. Everybody, both the woman selling akara, she's on Facebook too, telling her children that they should do better and all that. So I think for me as a guy, the main categories is self-care. And
What's your version of self-care?
self-care is like, for me now, I like accessories. I'm always buying a new chain or I like accessories.
Bola coming up.
I'm below Bola, thank you. Bola coming up. Bola on the rise. That's what I am. So I think for guys, it's most self-care, hair care.
But your hair, you people don't cut your hair. I found out that you people can cut your hair as low as 500 naira.
If you and your barber like the same club, he will cut your hair for 350. And if on the day you went to cut your hair, you time it. You understand? Precision. That day, both of you, your club has won one important match. In fact, he can cut your hair
You
for free.
can't even make cornrows like with your own hair for
So
just
wait,
500
so
naira.
my question is that all those women with like roadside hair salons, on each customer they are making nothing less than 5k.
No. So for example, she mentioned something called cornrows. Cornrows are like plaited callbacks
with your natural hair.
hair. Nigeria does not help us. Inflation has hit the place. So when I was in university, I used to make that for 300 naira.
300 naira.
Yes, now it's 1,200 naira. So, but it depends on the stats. Again, the area. For example, if you want to Lagos, we have Lagos Island and Lagos Mainland in Nigeria, Lagos. Now, on the island, if you want to relax your hair, I heard somebody relaxing her hair. That is adding chemicals to your hair for 15k. Yes.
She relaxed her hair for 15K.
No, it's a lie.
Yeah, I'm serious.
For what?
She's like a very popular
Relaxing
person I know. I'm not joking. Funny how she came back shouting. I'm like, you even allow them to relax your hair. 15 what? And but now when I relax my hair, I spend like 3K.
Okay.
Yeah. So the salon you use, for example, if you have AC in your salon, they have some mechanism. There are machines that they'll be using to wash your hair. That means it's not the hairdresser that's putting a hand. Do you get? There's some equipment, obviously, is more billing. They will now, it's more billing. So, but she relaxed her hair, 15K, and she brought her product. Like, she freaking brought her product.
So that means just for the process of the relaxing 15.
Don't call me a baller again. Don't call me a
No,
baller.
there will always be.
There are stages.
There will
I'm
always
sure
be
that you
stages.
soon get there.
Please.
So I won't say that they make as much money as 5K, but I would say that
They make
the cost of making hair
is going up
and I even heard in places like UK it's more expensive. People make crochet, do locks.
People learn how to make their hair before they travel.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yes, because it's very expensive.
Wow.
Yeah.
Expensive.
well,
I'm
new.
thinking of nothing less than $150.
Oh,
Like 150 to
let's say like
$300.
£100 in the sense of.
Oh, UK now. Like you should be thinking about that. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
Women make their hair like for that amount. Like you just hear when you're going through TikTok, you find out that people are making their hair for like $300, and that's standard.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So I think on the guy side, what do you perfume? You buy perfume, you cut your hair.
And
If
guys
you
like
have,
expensive perfume.
guys
Very
like
expensive.
expensive
But I
perfume.
don't think it's as expensive. Some you don't find guys on the high side of things.
I think guys.
They do. Trust
Again,
me.
you know ballers.
Ballers.
In the community.
And
of
I think
ballers.
for guys, the thing is that once you find something that works, you stick with it.
Yeah.
So if you find that one perfume that one person compliment, you just say, okay, let me order 10, and this was lasting me
Female gender,
for
they are
the.
proud.
So in summary, guys spend way. Okay, so I think that was the next question I was supposed to ask you. Who do you think spends more money? But there's no.
I still think it's guys because you guys try to impress ladies. You want to spend more on ladies. Even your male friends just naturally spend more on you.
You believe that guys spend more money?
I think that you don't have as many cheap female male things. No, guys don't have as many cheap things as we do.
Yes.
They don't have as many cheap things as we do. So even the most basic thing for them is still expensive. So, but I think girls spend more. So, like, even a guy that is not making money and two ladies that are not like a guy that is not making money and another girl that is not making money, the girl will spend more naturally. First of all, she has period every month. Guys that don't have money, I know this thing where the guys that know when they don't have money, they're not taking any girl out. They're just inside. So but for girls, you people can have full hair and say you want to start plaiting your hair and be combing it, but it doesn't work like that for us.
There's always maintenance with the girls. So yes, okay, let's putting aside the taking out somebody more. Women have more spend, like more expenses.
I think the way I would summarize it based on what you guys have said and everything so far is the fact that men have more disposable income due to the fact that they have less to spend on themselves, unlike you. For example, a guy earning 100K, a girl only earning 100K. Let's say the guy now has to do all his spending, maybe 20 to 25K by
regular money.
Yeah, on himself, just himself. Meanwhile, a girl will have to buy period, have to do this, have to and all that, and she will not be spending the same 20K. So guys have more disposable income. So who do you think saves more? Do you think there's a very on social media there's a belief, there's a philosophy that women have money locked up and guys don't know?
Yeah, I honestly agree. I can remember when I was younger and we're playing with maybe one of my mommy's stuff or a bag. You just open it and you see money, like money, or like my daddy's own. But like you just open somewhere, like, there's money here. Okay, what's going on? So I don't know. I would say women have some money saved up somewhere. Like, if you shake a woman sometimes, shake.
Kind of woman. It matters on the kind of woman. Some women can end up being like frivolous spenders, so it matters on their financial IQ. So like the frivolous spending, they want you to meet up with certain kind of looks, kind of vibes. Like you get the soft girl lifestyle. Yes, they might be more frivolous spenders. So it just depends actually on the lady's value for money.
Yeah, I actually agree. But I think to a fair point, you might still have, if she's not a very careless spender, I think. And you have, they say, I don't know, I don't get as much as that they dash women money.
Yeah, they dash women money.
I don't have that on the recording.
I don't have, I can't relate to that. I know that's pretty girl privilege, but I can't relate.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so the BC is on the opinion that women actually, to a smaller, higher degree, actually save more than guys. Meanwhile, when you believe that
Women are more frivolous spenders because they want to give the look.
because women want to give the look. Personally, I believe it's a culture thing, especially in this part of the world. For example, and another thing you also have to consider is like, so in summary, I think the bulk of it is that for guys, your main billing is going to go is actually based on your responsibilities. Meanwhile, for chicks, it's more of your self-care. Your self-care is taking a lot of money. So if you were to advise like women on how to save better and how to like really build on their financial lives, what advice will you give? BC.
So, I honestly think that you have to cut your coat according to your size, right? There are some things that are necessary, but you have to learn to divide your things, whatever it is you want to get for yourself, into wants and needs. So, just be honest. It's sad that you might not. It will be sad that you cannot get some things now. You might not look a certain way now, but just try to at least don't look bad. So, for example, let's take perfume. Try not to get. So, for example, now, if you have 20k, you should not buy a perfume of 20k. That's the only money you have. You want to buy a perfume of 20k, or you're earning 50k, and your perfume no. Calm down, right? So I would say that divide some things into want and need. Okay. Some things don't have to be daily, monthly. They don't have to be daily. Like for example, you don't have to be buying some things every day. I used to like burger and I used to buy it every day.
You buy burger every day?
I'm not. Let me not like
every
food
day.
Outside, ordering food every day.
No, it's this one. With my food, I must have burger or shawarma. Again, that downloading of that income statement helped. So you have to be honest with yourself. Watch some things. Try to cut it. The first time you don't buy it, it feels like, oh, the world is going to come down. But try to say, okay, fine, I'm going to do this because of my family. I know where I'm going to. I want to be a baller, and you don't want to be a baller that is broke. So you can just try to divide your wants, try to divide the things you need into wants and needs. Then when you do that, watch your spending, right? And sometimes some friends, you can't be with some friends with some people if you are watching your spending. So just take a back seat. And if you think that all of these things are really needs, try to earn more. That's it. Yeah. Then save first. If it's 10%, try to save. Just save first, right? And just be diligent with it. It's hard, but just be diligent with it. So yeah, that's what I would say.
Thank you very much, PC. Over to you, Onye. What advice do you give for people who want to ball but still want to save?
So right now, I think BC has said the most important things, and BC has more like sense than me with money. When it comes to money, I feel like BC just has more sense than me when it comes to money. I think it feels like your level of independence compares like how independent you feel makes you feel more responsible with your finances. That's something.
Deep.
Yes. So it's like your exposure, your mindset with money just changes the more independent you feel. So once people are still handling your bills for you. So one thing I'll just say now is that, yeah, and that source of income is important. And if you're someone that is still getting to enjoy a baby girl lifestyle from your parents, you're not fully independent, but you also have another source of income, then ensure to just close your eyes. When it comes, you already know you have two sides now. You want to start feeling funky, you want to start feeling fly. The first thing you want to start doing, you want to start looking like the soft girls. Don't rush into all of that. Alright, sorry. So just be patient and first of all focus on savings and investment for future while you are still ensuring that you are taking care of yourself in an appropriate way.
Do you want to say something?
Yeah, and don't force yourself to be independent.
Okay.
It's not a crime to be dependent on your parents if they have the source. So I've noticed that with responsibilities, adulthood, you want to start taking care of your siblings. If you can't, calm down. Like, don't force yourself into independence. Don't leave your father's house if he's not sending you out of your house. Save your money. It's just plates you would wash. Just wash the plates. Trust me. So yeah, that's what I like.
Thank you very much, BC. I think on the guy side of things, there's something very important you need to realize is that because responsibilities pop up, it's very easy for you to leak money. For example, guys, they bill guys. Anybody know something about they bill girls on, let's say they are whining you, but like guys, they legit, everybody will be like security man, everybody will bill you.
Yes.
So there's money leaking out. So the first thing I advise is that you track your money. Honestly, there's nothing. By the time you track your money and you see, I was literally, okay, this is a side story. I was literally on the bus one day, and so I got an upgrade from the back of the bus to the front seat. Do you know, I sat down beside the policeman, and I was sitting down beside him. This man tapped my leg. It's like, show love. And the way he did it, was like coded. It's like, show love. I was like, okay, I don't get any. Can't you not pointed to his sandals that can't you see you are injured serving to protect you? Kiniko. So it was like,
so normalized it.
he was just be, so I was like, okay, I have one spend 100 naira. Okay, take. Do you know I gave him 100 naira? I was like, I need airtime to call my wife. You should come and at that point I said, I stopped at the next bus stop. I said I'm out of here because he had a gun. And I don't want situation because at the point when I was telling that I've already given you something. So why are you asking me money for airtime to call your wife? It's not like I will find you, something like that. So he was already threatening me on the bus. So at the next bus stop, I just said I'm coming down, and that was not his own bus stop, so it didn't make sense for him to follow me. It's like I just came down. I said, people bill. So I think another thing you also need to learn to do is you need to learn to say no.
Yeah.
There's this part of us as human beings, whether guy or girls, and I think more for guys, it's just when people beg you, just like, we'll just take. But at the same time, you need to learn how to say no. You will not die. The person will not die. And honestly, you need to realize something, that if someone is asking you for something a lot, if you say no, most likely they can get it from somewhere else. Have you ever like rejected someone and then rejected like a plea and then the person never brought it up again because they are settled it? The person, you were just like an alternative. So you need to learn to say no.
And
so,
also for invites, don't forget all those invitations. Let's go
yes,
hang out.
Let's go out. Let's go hang out.
Somewhere to hang out.
And especially because as a guy too, there's this tendency of, oh, let me not be as if I'm a darling guy or I'm not in quote man enough. Some guys have gone past that stage of feeling less of a in quote man, but there are still some guys that it affects them. So it's like, oh, if I can't go out with my friends, if I can't ball, that means I'm not a man. There's no national man fund. Nobody's giving you money for being a man. So please humble yourself and say no and do your day. So I think finally, just to buttress what BC said, she talked about putting money apart for savings. That is very key. If you know this one is for like the people that your own situation is bad, you know, like our bowler in Spotlight today was saying that I know I'm bad with money. If you know you are bad with money, immediately the income or whatever you're doing comes, set aside the percentage, 20%, throw it somewhere. All those accounts that don't have card, just throw it. Forget about it. Don't even have it in your mind that it's there. And
automatic savings.
yeah,
You just know that the money
savings.
leaves your account.
Yeah, and you don't see it again. And here you can continue and waste your month, and then but you know that at least there's 120, 30, 100k somewhere for you. So that brings us to the end of today's podcast. So I want to say thank you for you guys joining us today, for being part of this. Do you guys have any closing thoughts? Any closing words?
Thank you for having me. So it was nice being a second timer. So the next time you have to give me a gift.
No
But
wahala.
yeah, it's really nice.
No wahala. Oye, this is Oye's first time of joining us. More times to come.
Yes, yeah. This is my first time, so it was very nice. I actually really hope I made tiny sense. But don't be a baller by overspending. Don't be like me.
Don't be like Oye. So thank you guys. Our link to join the community is still up, so feel free to join Kebu Tribe. There's more wealth of information on all things personal finance, and also to invest, because apart from the fact that you're saving, you also need to invest that money so that Nigeria's crazy inflation. We have done an episode on inflation. You can check that out. Nigeria's crazy inflation does not burn your money. So Kebu also is an investment platform for real estate. Both real estate in Nigeria and real estate outside the country, so your money is hedged against the naira. So thank you everyone for joining us. See you on the next episode. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Take care.